Oh yeah, I'm about to get real deep on y'all today. Really, really deep. It's my one commercial for the day. Yeah, so it's Sunday. It's Saturday or Sunday. Does it really fucking matter? Like, yeah, it matters. You know what? I'm not gonna say that. Thank you to the people who took it upon themselves to organize days and nights, and then not even organize the days and nights. The people who tracked the day and the night cycle. Shout out to y'all. Y'all were some intelligent people. And I say that most people are gonna get on my live and be like, God did that. God sit the day and the night up and da 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 da. Just had a talk with a person, and I really do realize most atheist people would try to counsel you out and be like, it's what you believe. But, to me, I'm not an atheist or a religious person. So, because I'm not non denomination, I'm not spiritual, I'm just me. I'm a soul, I'm a person who, contains life. I'm not a mannequin or anything, or, a doll. Like, for one thing, is like, what really got me on this conversation, I was watching the buddies online go for trips, and they had went to go, I guess, either prove or either debunk a lady that was living without eating or drinking any water for the past 16 years. Look her up for yourself. I don't know if it's real or not, but technically it makes sense. I mean, a sentient being or an ascended being doesn't necessarily need food. I mean, when you die, I mean, it's soul food for you to eat. But for the most part, it's levels of life and levels of achievement or soul achievement and enlightenment where you don't really need food. You know, some of us will come into existence very rarely with some things and some desires already satisfied. Now, everybody's not going to remember a past life. And even if you do remember it, since there's no one here to actually tell you that it's a past life, it's not like that's what you're going to know it is. You're going to know it as a dream, or you're going to know it as I had a dream, or I wasn't imagining some things. And sometimes the dream feels so real. I mean, no, like you have a dream of you waking up, brushing your teeth, taking a shower, going to work, getting off late, just barely missing the grocery store, coming home, taking a shower, having a conversation with your loved one, and then you wake up in the morning and you're looking for those groceries that you went grocery shopping for, and that loved one that ain't even there, and then your neighbor tells you or your roommate tells you, bro, you tweaking, you gotta be high. And you realize that none of that shit was real. It all was a dream. It just felt so fucking real. Some people will take it into far and be like, that's the multiverse. Yeah, yeah, it is. No matter how I explain this, it's gonna sound like a multiverse verse. Time, present, and I mean past, present, and future create multiverse. Like that's a multiple scenario, multiple existence. Something exists in the past, which most scientists are trying to say that the past never really happened. And if the past never really happened, then none of this is real at all. If we bring it up to present, but this conversation ain't about that. It's more about the community that I'm from, the black community. Like seriously, like no matter how scientific I get with any talks or going back, because my mind will open up and it'll want to go in parables and it'll want to go into the depths of creation and the soul of man and what a reincarnated life is. But at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, what is it to be black, y'all? Because they travel all over the world and people shoot videos and they show me cultures from all over the world. African culture, they show me Zulu, the Dogon culture, Hindu culture, Ethiopians. We'll go into China, we'll go everywhere, European, England. But when we come to America and we start talking about the culture of black people over here, as if black people have a culture, it's to me it's a slave culture. It's the culture of slaves. It's not a real culture. It's a culture that no matter how you peg it, we're so traumatized. And it look, either slavery existed or it didn't. Either it happened or it didn't happen. Because if it didn't happen, then what the fuck are we so upset about? Why are we so, standoffish with even ourselves? You can see the resentment when most black yo, I watched this video on Facebook the other day, and dude was like, I'm trying to earn my raise, and he was just dancing, doing the newest nay nay or whatever, whatever, and he was doing it for his boss. He was trying to impress his boss, the white guy. And shortly after that, I watched something that came online about modern slavery, how they basically removed the slave owner and replaced him, or the slave master, and replaced the slave master with managers, police officers, shit like that, overseers in many different ways, even teachers, and like most teachers. Like, it's like at one point I had to wrap my mind around this. Like, the black school, those boarding schools we had, those were the development of black culture, or the new development of black culture. It was a way for us to control it. But since they wanted to segregate it, you guys, other I guess freed slaves, freed seventh generation slaves, because that's what it was. It's like the switch to capitalize office was like, yo, you gonna pick this cotton either way. You know what I mean? You gonna pick this cotton, either way. Like, if I gotta pay you next to nothing to do it, or beat your ass to do it, you gonna pick this cotton. It feels like that. Like, that's what resonates in my head every day. I don't know how everybody else feels. Listen, I'm not even a person that cares about it like that. Like, it don't hit my soul as much as it would hit like the normal person. And I see now most people in America, it bothers, but it doesn't. We're trying to figure out how to live above it and survive to tomorrow. Like, people out here like getting paid way under their worth, like $12 an hour, and freaking, even when you cut into like at the cost of living in America, you feel me? $16 an hour just isn't enough. $18 an hour is barely enough. Like, in the events, like, I understand it though. It's like this. You ain't got shit to do anyway. You might as well get you two jobs. That's how I be feeling. If you don't get two jobs, then work on your passion in your off time and figure out how to sell it. Because this basically is just a corporation we live in, and the black community is basically a product for sale. Like, it does not really exist. Like, we sit here, like, I sit here and be like, yeah, I'm this and I'm that. My people did this, my people did that. And my people did this under the tyranny and like false illusion of freedom, bro. Like, there's no real freedom, and then you'll get handpicked to be a house nigga. I mean, not. You'll get handpicked to be like a 1%, or not even 1%. You'll be in the 5%, like, not one. 5 to 10%, you'll be that close, and you might not even make it in that. Like, we think we'll be like this. It's like, black man gets so high up. Like, even Obama, we'll take him, and most people will be like, well, he's like technically true royalty because he's related to the presidents and he's a Mason and shit. Nah, he's still a nigga. Now look, check me out. Look at everything they said about this man. I'm willing to beg the bargain with you guys that King James, or King James, if y'all want to call him that, they did him the same way. He was a black man who tried to bring peace and, liberate his people, but ended up helping to tame his people, and, devise the actual mechanism to lock them in a box for the longest time. Like, it's a psychological box. Don't get me wrong, there's power in the word. There's power in all words. We know that now. There's power in the fact that I just said that. When you say the word power, there's power in just that. Like, just me saying power attracts power. It literally does. It like, it'll just do it for no reason. Like, it's a mastering type of thing. And not even saying that it does it for no reason. And I want y'all to know, nothing comes from nothing. It's not possible. Everything has to come from something. Something that is larger than you could ever fathom. It's like, do you think the germs on my hand think about what I might actually look like? I'm talking about the germs that are so small they can't leave. It's a whole ecosystem right here. And on the surface, it's like a whole. You ever watch those cartoons? Like, where they zoom in onto, like, the body of like Tom, or they zoom in onto the body of the dog, and it's like a whole flea world, like with its own atmosphere and a carnival. And this is basically that. Do you think my germs worship me like God? Like, think about it. You want your answers to like everything that's real. I'm just telling you. I'm not saying that, black folks should actually get into like a feeling about it and be like, what is he saying? We have no culture. We ain't got no culture. No, nigga, we basically we do, but we don't. You feel me? It's like we don't even embrace the culture we have. Like we don't do it. Like we'll do it, but we do it like structured and scaled around Europeanized like gentrification. Like it's like, yeah, we see this going on, but instead of like investing in it ourselves, like that's one thing I do plan to do. Like I don't even plan to backtrack on it at all. Like once I do come into some money, like some real money, I do plan to invest in my community and the growth of it the best I can, to the best of my ability, my God-given ability. And I say that with a surety that the Most High did give me abilities to do certain things. I know that I'm not that stupid, but at the same time, I'm dumber than a bag of bricks. It makes it hard to communicate with people, even when you do have a gift. So, not to mention, most people are those very sheep. I was saying, I watched the great magician turn a tribe of man into sheep, and I'm still watching the sheep wait for the shepherd to return. It's people that believe Houdini is still alive. I'm just saying, this is a blunt talk. Like, I don't want to say that hip hop is our culture or jazz is our culture, musical traits are our culture. No, no, that ain't. It's about like to actually get in depth on what black culture is, you have to remove black from it and just make it our culture. It's the culture of the dark skinned people of America. I wouldn't even say it's dark skinned culture. You see, that's the whole thing. We gotta label things all the time, and that's one of the other reasons I say like black culture is slave culture, because it just is. I don't want to say all culture is slave culture. Some culture was developed in freedom. Our culture was actually developed in slavery. Like, and then post upon freeing that said slave with nothing to his name, he had to make the freedom work for him. So he was basically working with slavery. Like at the same time being free, while they was like, well, you need a job. Why don't you come back on to this farm and I'm gonna give you 4 chickens and a cow. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give you 1 chicken and a pig. How about that? 1 chicken and a pig, and then if you clear out that acre right there, I'll give you a chicken for it. And for every 4 acres you clear out after this, I'll give you a chicken and 2 pigs if we got that. I mean, we'll just see what's up and blah 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 blah. And that's how we hold this down. And you don't understand what the fuck going on, so you just agree to it because you don't know what the fuck to do. You like, all right. It's like, you free, nigga. Get out of here. Shit, where the fuck I'm supposed to go? And with that, then we start developing this broken mentality that becomes our freaking culture. It's crazy. I watched a YouTube movie. I need to find these people so I can like share their links in the comments and shit. Cause that shit was fire. It was like the first time a nigga said the word nigga. And it was like the nigga called a nigga and he was like, nigga, you can't call me that. And then he realized he said that. And he's like, yeah, nigga, how it feel? Feel like you got your power back, don't you? That's our culture. It's like, I mean, to truthfully tell you what the culture of these people are, I won't say you're gods. You're just men. We're all just men. We're divine beings no matter how you peg it. We create, we write stories, we care for each other, we love each other, we hate each other. We devise plans to either build each other or destroy each other. At the end of the day, you'd make up a lie to make me feel better if it really did benefit you to make you feel better. And that's anybody. Like, act like you wouldn't tell your kids any lie to make them feel better. Act like it. Yeah, act like it. I'll be the first one to tell my child monsters ain't real, baby girl. Nah, baby girl, that ain't real. I'm here. That ain't real. That's not real. That's just a da 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 da. Blah 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 blah. That's a fairy, baby girl. That ain't no bumblebee. You ain't gotta be scared of that. Da 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 da. Just making up shit, just to make them feel safer or make them feel better. I want you to feel safe too. Like I said, I would rather you have your faith. Because turmoil would break loose the day you actually accepted that somebody lied to you about something that big. Like, real talk. And to be honest with you, if I were me, I would cover it up. I would cover shit like that up. I would be, no. What? No. What are you talking about? No. That guy doesn't exist. He never did. The fuck is wrong with y'all? The hell is wrong with you, boy? Like, and that was a whole kitten calendar out of nowhere. It's just telling you that even if I was the government myself, I would cover up shit that I lied about too. I'm gonna be real. It's certain things are just so great that you're like, yo. I mean, I'm gonna ask you the realest question ever. I just want y'all to sleep on it. Like, don't get in your feelings. Get your panties out your bunch. Look, listen. First, I got some new merchandise on my website. Make sure you go check that out. Grab you up that Danger Zone album because I'm getting ready to drop a whole new project deal with some friends of mine that's basically executive producing it or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, like bringing everything to forward. Just go check out what I got. Remember, love is actually the closest thing to God because love itself is God. God never did anything but give immeasurably, like immeasurably. Like he just keeps giving. Like it's not even a taken. Everything that's taken is taken by its own force. Like the forces are there. Like you can decree it and say that it's God, but it's really whatever you want to. Some people will be like, oh, it's the devil. It's just whatever. Look, listen. What would you do? How would you feel? Like you yourself, the person that just came across this video and watched it to 17, 12, and beyond. How would you feel if you found out everything in your religion was a lie from the start and somebody made it up as a story to take control of or whatever they took control of? Like, how would you feel? How would this, and this lasted but 200 or 2,000 years. Like this thing lasted for like 40,000 years, a 40,000-year-old lie. How would you feel about that? Come in the present day. It's like, now, just go to sleep on that one. Don't even, yeah, don't, look, because your mind might tell you, what, nigga? Fuck you, you atheist ass nigga. Whatever, I'm good. You can condemn me and damn me all you want, bruh. If you a religious person, then it'd be best for you not to. Like, I think that, if you follow Christ, he said not to judge me. Judge lest ye be judged. Like, you know what I mean? In any other rights, who the freak are you to judge my mind for thinking what it thinks is the level? Don't blame me, blame God. He did it to me. Shit. Like, look, listen. I want you all to be free regardless. I want us all to be free. Like, I can get on here and vent and tell you my life ain't shit. It's terrible. I work a dead-end job. I'm black. I'm in fucking America. I don't know if this is the best country to be in or the worst. I'm still trying to figure that out. I have to go to other countries, but from what it looked like, this might be the best country to be in. Not necessarily in these times, because anything could happen with what's going on with World War III talks in the air and shit. you know but other than that, and don't think that great minds aren't down here working on, like, I'm not that foolish. Like, I know that I'm such a genius with what I be thinking. And you got people like Zuckerberg, Musk, and different presidents, and Mr. Neil deGrasse Tyson, and the whole NASA, and DARPA and HARP, all these CERN. You got these amazing minds out here who are daring to test the brinks of our existence and see what we're actually capable of. Meanwhile, some of the oldest stories about the universe are told by ancestral people, like, that are in touch. So when somebody told me I should reach out to some indigenous Americans, like people that were here before the settlers, and like they can prove their lineage to me somehow. because it's like a game, or like not even a game. Like it's like life. It's just life. It's existence. Like how you want to experience it. Like it's so much more to it. Like, I wish I could tell you everything, but since my mind can barely hold everything, I doubt yours could. I'm just saying, like it kind of just sifts through my brain. It just, I'm pretty sure with most of the teachers, that's why we write shit down, because the greatest shit will come in like water and flow the fuck out. Just, and then you won't remember the shit 2 days later. And if you do, then your gift is even greater than anything. And that's what my point is. Like the creator of all things did nothing since the beginning but give immeasurably, like from the foundations. Like the like the craziest question that I get is this. Well, if you don't believe God created the universe, then who did? And at that moment, I'm like, hmm. It's a voice in the back of my head that'll tell me just let your ass be ignorant and act like you don't know what's really going on. In some tiny insignificant way, you know what's going on. At least I hope you do. You know what I'm saying? I hope that you just joshing me, that you just playing with me, and you don't understand this whole thing, the theory of expansion and what it actually is. You know what I'm saying? Especially like this. Let's like this. If you're black, if you're black, bleak, you're black. You're black. You're black. If you're this color and you were born in America, my advisory is for you to get as far away from that level of religious belief as possible. Take your ass into the wilderness. Not literally into the wilderness. Don't go into the woods and start kumbaya. No. When I say take yourself into the wilderness, I mean remove your mind from that right now at that moment. Like remove it from that, because God is just a title. A creator is a title too, but it transcends. So it's a way to say all praise to the creator of all things, you know? And no, I don't worship anybody or anything. I just acknowledge existence. I give thanks. If you want to call that worship, that's cool. But to me, it's just gratitude, you know? It's like literally, it's like, yo, you should thank your mom and dad for not aborting you. It sounds funky and fucked up, but you should thank them for not going to an abortion clinic and getting rid of you before you got here. Like at that moment when she knew that you was in there, you should, mama, thank you. Like for real. She gonna just say, mama, thank you. Or go do an action if you're not the person to actually be like, you don't want to go that deep on it and be like, thank you for not aborting me. Dad, thank you for not going in the bathroom and rubbing one off. Because you could have put me down the toilet or wiped me off in a rag and I'd have never been here type shit. That means they left the door open for you. You feel me? In some realms, they would say you left the door open for yourself. Because past, present, and future. You feel me? If it's happening now, then it's already took place, and it's happening, yesterday as well, because it already took place. But that shit is confusing unless you're like just that deep. But guess what? Most of the time, as long as mankind is allotted time, shit's gonna get deep. Shit's gonna get real muddy water, space talk deep. You feel me? It's just gonna get deep. It's the age of Aquarius. Welcome y'all. You know what I'm saying? Knowledge is, well, it's only power if you can understand it. You know, that's, I'm gonna be honest, that's the only time it becomes true wisdom, is when you can utilize your understanding. Now, me myself, I don't have a complete comprehension of that I just said to you. Though I do know nothing about anything, and I just wanted to clarify that. Let that be known. My name is Josie Fuller. I sing like an angel, like an angel. For real, I do. I sing like an angel. But look, listen. Go check out the Danger Zone, y'all. I'm like, just go check it out. Subscribe, man. If you rock with anything, I should have said this at the beginning, but rock with me. I was gonna do like one of them events, like where I just meditate for like all day with y'all on a Sunday. But then I was like, it is too much shit to be done and not enough time to do it. You feel me? It just is what it is. I kind of want to figure out what good is a bracelet. And hey, yeah, I sell these on my website as well. Like, it's a bracelet with magnets in it. Yeah. So I don't know, but it's saying something about a gravitational field and stuff. But things like that, or regulating my body's gravitational field, because we're electrical beings, or we're at least fractal holograms of electric beings. We're just pretty much just raw energy, but we, in order to exist on Earth, we have to have an earthly body. So, but technically, just like the Earth is pretty much just energy, it's raw energy. But to exist in this frequency, it has to be a heavenly body. It has to, and it, not only does Earth have to be a heavenly body, it has to possess physical mass in order for us to actually walk like this the way we do it here. Like, and that's a whole nother like that's dumbed down celestial talk, or dumbed down scientific talk. Like, to be real with you, like, so these magnetic bracelets, or I mean, I'm guessing, are supposed to react with whatever, frequency my body, or my energy is putting out, to maximize it or help me more stabilize it, I guess, find a focus quicker than what I normally do, because I meditate like 24/7. I'm not gonna lie, I normally don't have headaches or anything like that. And like, I noticed that, when I do have like a slight migraine for whatever reason, it kind of like hinders, but lately it'll just and go away. So, I don't really have, any complaints about these bracelets. I was going to try to say, I was really wanting to know, yo, what the freak is going on? Like, is this thing gonna help me gravity, like defy gravity if I wanted to? Because gravitational fields and things like that, and electromagnetics kind of fall within that. So I'm like thinking like, yo, the right type of braces, and we probably be then took the freak off, like, boom, float. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just kidding with y'all. But yeah, I do sell these at my website if you want to get you one. Some drop ship type of stuff. You just supporting Josie Fuller. It is made by another designer. I will be, when I make one, I'm probably gonna go live making them, and then you'll have your option of whether you want to rock with me on a custom piece. Like, I do custom pieces. I do rap jewelry. You know what I mean? You can get with me. Just chat with me on my website. I got the little chat on my website. Get with me there, and I'll get you one of these. You know what I'm saying? I'll wrap one for you. You tell me the crystal you want, and I'll get it with you with your t-shirt or your hoodie or whatever purchase you do on there. Because, money isn't everything, like my mama used to tell me. But, shit, you know, people do got things they have to do. But, and that's another thing I don't get, like, with whatever my culture is, like, because at the end of the day, that's what this whole thing was really in me for. Like, yo, what is black culture? Like, is it us in a suit? Because I remember telling my homeboy a suit was lame, and I just felt like that was like a way of acceptance or something. And then he showed me documentation of like African shit, of us dressed in royalty, like way before European shit. Like, like, and I'm like, damn, nigga, like, for real, this nigga fresh like a motherfucker. And he's like, yeah, that's back in that era, right after goddamn Egypt and shit, and da 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 da. Motherfuckers had royal robes and shit, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, yeah, yeah, I got some brothers that are like, like, you think I'm a deep motherfucker. If these niggas went live, you'll be like, oh shit, this motherfucker knows the key to success, the world, and the secrets of life. Oh my God. Crazy. It's hard to get them to go live though. They like the cat down the road, like your boy used to say. Or matter the bats or something. I don't know. Look, listen. I need everybody to stay real. I'm gonna send you positive energy now. So much positive energy that your life, I just want you to be blessed, period. I want you to have everything that you want, your wealth, Your work, your business ethic that raised you is waiting on, even if it is modern slavery. I really want you to become free enough to devise a way to start your own company if you don't already have one. You need to get out here and get to working on that shit. Like, work on that. Like, I'm working on mine. Like, it's been like a 10, 20-year work, but I'm still working. I advise you to do the same. Look, listen, when you know what you want to do, the universe itself is going to conspire with you to help you accomplish it. All right? You got this. This is positive energy coming your way, healing energy. Whatever you got going on in your life, man, just believe in you, yourself, and what you know to be true, and what you believe in. Hold down your faith. Like, dead ass serious, because if that's what's helping you in life, I want that to continue helping you in life. Experience your best life no matter what anybody says. Like, just let it be. You feel me? Any beef you got, let that shit be. Let it go. Embrace the blessings. Embrace the blessings. Embrace your life. Y'all stay up, man. And stay dry. Stay warm. Stay frosty. Stay comfortable.